what you want, when you want it, where you want it. This is The Mesh.
To make the best barbecue, you gotta take it low and slow. If you're in the Carolinas, chances are pretty good you're cooking a pig low and slow. And if you want the best pigs for traditional whole hog barbecue, you can't miss with Holy City Hogs. For this episode of the Low and Slow Barbecue Show, we partnered with the Carolina BBQ Festival for the Pitmasters Series of podcasts. I'm Chigger Willard, and I want you to hear the stories from the Pitmasters and some of the other important people who bring that flavor of Carolina's barbecue to your plate and your community. And let me tell you, Tank Jackson is most certainly bringing some flavor. He's the head farmer and pitmaster for Holy City Hogs. That's in the Charleston area of South Carolina, and it's a family-run operation where the animals are all raised outdoors, roaming large pastures, wooded lots, 100-year-old oaks, pastoral scene if you've ever had one. And the Holy City Hogs herd is made up of many different heritage breeds. They're available at some of the best restaurants in Charleston and all along the East Coast. Tank will share some more about that. And Farmer Tank actually travels the country sharing his passion for his hogs and his barbecue. Yes, Tank definitely has a passion. That's putting it mildly. Before I get to our interview with Tank, don't forget that for the complete lowdown from the Low and Slow Barbecue Show, visit our website, lowslowbbqshow.com. You'll find other episodes in our Carolina BBQ Festival Pitmaster Series. You'll also see the Low and Slow blog. It's filled with recipes, barbecue stories, and advice for low and slow barbecue. Now let's get to Tank Jackson. A picture speaks 1,000 words, so be sure to visit us at Instagram at Low and Slow Barbecue Show. That's all spelled out, Low and Slow Barbecue Show. That's where you can see pictures with Tank Jackson. He's a sight to behold. A purple hat, bright orange shirt. It has a kitten with a bow wearing it, staring at, what else? A piece of bacon. Perfect Tank Jackson picture right there. He is certainly a one-of-a-kind individual providing a product that is unmatched in the Carolina barbecue community. And of course, the Low and Slow Barbecue Show is excited to have with us Tank Jackson of Holy City Hogs. Tank, welcome to the podcast. How have you enjoyed your Carolina Barbecue Festival so far?
Well, I have to tell you, Lewis Donald at Sweet Lou's Barbecue has put together one of the finest barbecue events I've been a part of here. Great charitable giving. Lou came to us and said, hey, guys, we're putting together something really special. It's going to get back to grassroots barbecue organizations that need our support. And I said, Lou, I'd be more than happy to contribute and be a part of something special like that. So he's brought together a lot of great pit masters, and we're glad to be here.
Excellent. So tell me about Tank. What is your specialty in the barbecue world?
Well, I'm a hog farmer, so obviously chicken is probably not going to be my forte.
No.
I do make a mean fried chicken. Caribou, I'll challenge you later. Yeah, I raise hogs, so I do whole hog barbecue typically. That's you want to pay me, I'll cook you anything. Be honest with you, I'll cook you if you want me to dance around and call it vegan.
Would it be good?
Well, depends on your style and what you like, but we aim to please.
What do you feel like is the secret to being and having a part in raising hogs?
Well, I don't think there's really any secret. I think it's just good old hard work, it's backbone of America, the farmer.
Yeah.
And so what we do is we feed humans. We're proud of how we do it. We do it outside, wild and free, no cages. These aren't indoor hogs. The pigs raised outside like a hog should be raised. We're happy about that. And the hogs are happy, and we think that shows the way they taste.
So that feels like that must be the secret, keeping them happy.
Well, we think it is, I guess. But that's no secret. Being happy is the key to life. Happiness is success. If you find happiness, you can be living in a trailer fishing every day on the East Alabama River. You're happy. You may be dirt poor, but you're happy as hell. You know what I mean? Guy driving a Mercedes owes a lot of money. Wife raising hell all the time. I don't know how happy he is. You know what I mean? I guess it's all about how you look at life.
Absolutely. Tell me about where these hogs are being raised. Where are you doing? Where's Tank's operation?
Kingstree, South Carolina. I live in Charleston, but our hog farm is in Kingstree, about 86 miles north of Charleston, because they basically are born, raised, and killed in the same location. Mm-hmm. The USDA facility that we've been using for about 7 years was there, so almost 3 years ago we moved our hogs to be next door to the slaughterhouse, so we get the highest level of animal welfare attainable.
So you feel like, did you say you've been in business 7 years?
Well, technically, I guess to be in business, you got to be making money. So I don't know how many years I've been in business, because some years I lost my ass. My wife probably tell you it's a hobby, but, it's a good hobby, I guess. But
So how long have you had this hobby? Is this
We've been doing it for about 11 years.
11 years?
Yep.
How did you get into doing this?
A fluke. My wife's a horse trainer, and I cleaned up some land to put her horses on, and she opted not to put horses there, and I was trying to figure out how to recoup some coins. One of my clients was I had a landscaping company and a limousine service, and one of my clients was a chef, and I was telling him about how I pissed away a bunch of money, and he's like, "Damn, Tank, why don't you raise hogs? I'd buy some from you." And I'd been cooking barbecue. Me and my dad and my brother used to do the big pig jig down in Vienna, Georgia.
Okay.
Anywhere else in the world, it's Vienna, but you go to Southwest Georgia, things are a little messed up. So
Right.
it's Vienna.
Very much.
And, I'd been cooking hogs for a long time, so I figured I'd maybe sell $5 barbecue sandwiches, recoup some of my coins. I'm still working on that.
And so that's your heritage of the raising of it's getting into the barbecue side. You've been doing this prior to that. You then feel like, hey, here's a good connection. We're going to bring the hogs on board. And now, how much are you using the barbecue or cooking it as a business, or are you strictly focusing on the hog part of it?
Well, we sell hogs New York, New Orleans, Nashville, Miami, and Charleston. But I do cook barbecue. I was in New York City last weekend. Next weekend I'll be in Greenville. In 2 weeks I'll be in Memphis. So I do pretty well cooking hogs. We do whole hog barbecue catering. We call it catertainment because I'm catering you and I'm also going to entertain the shit out of you.
No joke about that.
Catertainment. I'm the king of catertainment. I guess I could say that.
Right on. Well, tell me about the tainment part. How long have you been taining?
I've been entertaining people since I was crawling out of my mama's womb. And I said crawling out because I was fighting to get out of there. That's how excited I was about life. And I think when you taste our fine swine, you'll notice that.
Okay, let's slow down for a quick moment for a break before we dig into more about that fine swine with Tank Jackson from Holy City Hogs. You're listening to the Low and Slow Barbecue Show Pitmasters Series. Stay tuned for more coming up.
This podcast is sponsored by Jackson Creative, a custom communication agency located in downtown Hickory, North Carolina, specializing in online content creation. To learn more, visit thejacksoncreative.com. Jackson Creative, we tell your story.
We're back to the Low and Slow Barbecue Show. I'm Chigger Willard talking with Tank Jackson at the Carolina BBQ Festival at Camp North End. Visit the Low and Slow blog to find out more about Tank, including the details on the barbecue samples he provided at the festival. We partnered with the Carolina BBQ Festival to create this Pitmaster series of podcasts. If you visit lowslowbbqshow.com, you can find other episodes in the Pitmaster series. Don't miss episode 1 with Lewis Donald from Sweet Lou's Barbecue, Garen Kirkman from John G's Barbecue, and Matthew Register. He's the pitmaster at Southern Smoke Barbecue. But let's get back to this episode and this interview with our pigmaster. I want to return to that swine so fine that we were talking about before the break. What is your style of preparation? You're obviously it's whole hog. What are you doing beyond that? Chopping it finely or serving it up?
Oh, no. It's less is more. I literally do nothing but put salt on it, and then we cook it a lot longer and a lot slower than most people do. We like to render that fat down. So we raise large breed hogs, and that's going to basically be like a barbecue confit because I put the pig upside down. We never flip it. I want all them juices in there. So the hog's going to render down in its own juices, and it's the finest swine in the land, so it's, slap your mama good. I mean, I wouldn't slap your mama. That'd be stupid because your mama, best thing ever happened to you. That's how you got here. But speaking of getting here, I got to get back to Charleston here pretty soon, so I don't want to cut this interview short, but I do need to kind of go wrangle I brought my kid.
You're getting ready to cut it short. Well, let me ask you one thing here then before you cut it short. I've actually got 15 more questions here.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
What is one tip every home pitmaster needs to know when they're out there?
Just a tip. All right, so probably always give yourself plenty of time. Don't worry about rushing it. If you're rushing, you're in the wrong sport.
We're going to keep this one short and sweet. Best Carolina barbecue style?
Your style, the one you're eating.
Eastern or Western?
I don't succumb to all that foolishness. I believe whoever's cooking, it's kind of like the whole concept of you can't cook Chinese food or you can't cook this kind of food. Like, you can cook anything you want to. Whoever's controlling the spoon is who's in charge of the dish. And so as long as it's good, who cares what kind of style it is? You know what I mean?
Gas, pellets, charcoal, or wood?
Whatever floats your boat. I've had good barbecue that came out of an oven, which is sad to say, but it was delicious. So I guess as long as it's good, who cares how it comes out? Or who cares how you cooked it? I guess what's important is, was it good? And if it's good, who gives a shit how you cooked it?
Best state in these United States for barbecue?
Confusion.
pork, beef, or chicken?
I mean, I think that's shrimp.
Sauce, better with or without?
Well, sauce does cover up a lot of shitty barbecue, but, also sauce can also add a really nice unctuousness to it. So, I mean, get in where you fit in.
Barbecue, is it a verb or a noun?
It's an adjective.
That, my friends, is the lowdown from pitmaster and pig farmer Tank Jackson from Holy City Hogs. Tank, thanks so much for joining the Low and Slow Barbecue Show.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate your time today.
To find out more about Holy City Hogs and read their story, visit holycityhogs.com. Tank offers on-site whole hog cooking classes and smoking university. You can even take a tour of his hog farm if you make an appointment. Go to holycityhogs.com. You can find all the locations where Holy City Hogs are available, including Charleston, New York, New Orleans, Savannah. I know Tank said those cities pretty fast there, but you see all the cities in the website. And of course, like the rest of these pitmasters, you're also going to want to follow Tank on his Instagram page. It's at Holy City Hog, as in he's the top hog, Holy City Hog. Special thanks to the Carolina BBQ Festival who helped coordinate our pitmaster interviews and our participation. The whole team has created a fantastic event at Camp North End. It's a tremendous property in Charlotte. Thanks as well to Lewis Donald from Sweet Lou's BBQ. He's the founder of the festival, and he was a great host for us there. If you're in Charlotte, be sure to visit Lewis's barbecue joint. It's in Charlotte's Belmont neighborhood at Sweet Lou's BBQ. You've been listening to the Low and Slow Barbecue Show on the Mesh.tv network of podcasts. Thanks so much to the Jackson Creative and our producer, Andrew Moose. They make the Low and Slow Barbecue Show Pitmasters Series possible. Be sure to visit us online at lowslowbbqshow.com. That's where you'll find the Low and Slow blog and other Low and Slow Barbecue Show episodes, including our tailgating experts and our food truck brisket master. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll send the next episode of our Pitmaster Series directly to your podcast stream. Of course, we want you to follow us on Instagram too. You can find us at Low and Slow Barbecue Show. That's all spelled out, Low and Slow Barbecue Show. Thank you for listening to the Low and Slow Barbecue Show. I'm Chigger Willard reminding you that for the best barbecue and the best barbecue podcast, make it low and slow.
You've been listening to The Mesh, an online media network of shows and programs ranging from business to arts, sports to entertainment, music to community. All programs are available on the website as well as through iTunes and YouTube. Check us out online at themesh.tv. Discover other network shows and give us feedback on what you just heard.